What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital and welcome to the video. In this video, we had the pleasure of interviewing James Longshore, who's the CEO of Xtra-Gold. James just got back from Ghana. He's got some awesome updates on their operations and I'm super excited to bring you guys this video and this interview. So without further ado, guys, I bring you this interview with James. Let's get straight into it. Of course, don't forget to drop us some comments down below. Let us know what you think about the company, about the stock, any questions you might have. Drop those below. Explode the like button, and as well as if you do want to follow along, for more updates on Xtra-Gold and all the awesome companies that we talk about, of course, don't forget to catch that subscribe button and ring the market bell for notifications. And let's get straight into this awesome interview. What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital. We're here with James Longshore, CEO of Xtra-Gold. It's nice to have you back, James. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I mean, I was just on site in Ghana, in West Africa, viewing all the progress we're making. I was there all of November, so I just got back. Very, very exciting. So it was a great trip, and I'm back to give your viewers and investors an update.
Yeah, I'm super excited to hear about the trip. So can you tell us a little bit about it and give us some updates?
Sure. Let me sort of show the viewers some pictures and some maps. So let's pull up this map to start with. We've used this in another interview. This is a surface area map. You can see in the far right top of the page is zone 2. That's where most of the maiden resource was proved up. We stepped out into the left in zone 3. Double 19 is what we're drilling right now with one rig. We have several holes into it. So I'll show you some pictures of that in a second. And very exciting grades coming out of the ground. Some 2.5 gram plus material over 30 meters plus, and even some high grade 5+ grams. So that's very encouraging. So we're going to keep drilling that with one rig, put about 20 or 30 holes into it to figure out the shape. So I'll show you some pictures of that. Then if you go to all the way down to the gatehouse zone, which is about 1 kilometer, a smaller zone that we recently discovered. We've got another rig down there drilling that, and that's very exciting. It's a new zone we don't know much about, but I'll show you some pictures why that's so exciting. So that's the surface area map. Now we'll get right into the pictures. The first picture I wanted to show your viewer is the Kibi Gold Ridge project. I'm on the top of double 19 here, about 500 meters high, overlooking the valley, which is the village of Kibi. And on the other side, you can see the other side of our gold ridge. So this thing is loaded with, I believe, deposits to find, multiple deposits, and we're just on the first of several, okay? So we've only drilled about 2 square kilometers of the total area of our total land package, 226. And this picture gives you some idea of the vastness of just that one area that we're drilling in right now, okay? The next picture I'm showing you, I'm walking down to double 19 to the drill site down our drill access road, all right? The third picture I'm showing you here is the drill crew at work. Our geologists, 2 geologists are on site, Ghanaian geologists, the drill crew. This is our newly mounted rig that we shipped over in August. It's drilling perfectly. It can drill a depth of rated at 700 meters deep. Wow. And right now we've drilled as deep as just under 400 meters up there trying to figure this zone out. And so that's working hard. When I was there, we were pulling some beautiful looking core out of the ground. That was drill hole 369. So we'll see how that grades, but it looked as good as it can look, and I'm expecting some very good results from that hole, okay? So that's Aaron, that is what we call our double 19 zone, which I showed you on the surface map. Then I wanted to take you all the way down the ridge, roughly a kilometer at the base of our ridge, where we found that it's little now, but it's going to turn into, I think, a fairly decent sized zone. It's called the gatehouse zone. Still need to verify the economics, but we'll pull some pictures up on that. Down here, you can see the drill crew. This is our man portable rig, our first rig we bought. It's got a drill head and a power pack, and you can put this in real tight spots. And we're down there at the base of the valley drilling this one. Like I said, the gatehouse. The next picture here is our drill technician pulling out the core. And as he's pulling out the core, you know, I'm there to inspect to see how the drill core looks. And we know we're into something fairly decent here. We know it's grading economic. And I'll show you the third picture of that site is the picture of the drill core. This is a granitoid deposit. The rock is identical to double 19 and the original resource up in zone 2. This is very exciting, very mineralized. We know from some past grades, you know, we got average grades on the last, back in October of 1.7 grams, grading of 14 meters. So this stuff can turn into something fairly decent size. The most important thing about this zone is, let's tie back to the map. When we pull back the map, the most important thing about this is all that white area between Gatehouse zone 2 and 3. You can see the pink rock is the granite rock. The gold zones are hidden in that granite rock. So that's going to double the size. So we've just added another, we've gone from about 2.5 square kilometers, zone 2 and 3. Now we have to explore all that white area. That granite's got to come back up in some fashion and connect to zone 2 and 3. So now all of a sudden, we're on a situation where we've doubled our exploration potential size here, and we're going to have to trace that back up to these zones. Lots of drilling over the next year, and we're going to hopefully figure all this out, and we're uncovering the secrets of the Kibi Gold Belt. So I envision this whole 5 kilometers squared being maybe having like 10, 15 open pits, and being a multi-million ounce discovery if the results keep coming out like they are. So that was great to see when I was there. Now we're going to go switch to the community mining project. On the community mining project, this next slide that we show the pictures, we have 6 of our big community miners. This is one of 6. And you can see he's got the excavator filling the wash plant at the base of the ridge. So we're up there exploring for the hard rock sources that the alluvial gold eroded through water and land erosion in the valley. This is an ancient river plain or floodplain. And we're down there mining the alluvial gold. The production managers from the community mining, well, we're focused on finding the hard rock sources. And the next picture is me inspecting one of the other sites. I viewed all the 6 sites when I was there, the main production managers of the community mining. A little bit about these plants. You fill the trommel, the wash plant goes into the trommel. It's just a gravel with free gold. And you can see it's coming down a sluice. The gold's caught. A very rudimentary mining method, but it works. And what I like about it is it's as close to green gold, environmentally friendly. It's a pure gravity system with water and no chemicals involved. And we'll revegetate this floodplain in 3 years when we reclaim it. You won't even know we were there. So from an environmental point of, we're not disturbing the land or doing any chemicals, which I want to be part of, obviously. And we employ about 350 locals under contract. So that's very exciting. And then the final picture here is me with security doing the final product, the community mining smelt. We're exporting this gold. You can see the gold bars, head of security, Yakubu, the deputy, Asari, and we smelted that when I was there. Each one of those bars is roughly 100 ounces of gold, and we shipped that out. And the exciting thing about that is, as we've talked about, that shipment will cover all our exploration costs over the next 6 months. So we will never, we don't need to do any anti-dilutive equity financings. And as you know, we haven't done any of those for 10 plus years. So that's why, as we prove up this major discovery, our shareholders are going to be very happy with the way our stock price performs as the bull market continues. So that's a summary of my trip. Hopefully the viewers get a little glimpse of, with those pictures, some of the exciting things happening on the ground.
Yeah, thanks so much for sharing it. And it's so cool to see, yourself go there and give us all those pictures. That's one thing I love about covering the story for Xtra-Gold. So despite the heavy pullback in gold itself, we even sank below 1,800. Now we're well back above that. But Xtra-Gold stock didn't really pull back. It performed pretty good. How come?
Well, number one, the founders and close friends of the company, we own about 50% of the stock, which is unusual in these microcap
Yeah.
situations. So that's number one. And so that 50% plus stock is in shareholders' hands that are looking for a long-term appreciation event where they're not looking for short-term trends. So that's number one. So over half the shares plus are in long-term hands that are looking for a major, let's say, home run, not looking for like 20, 50% or even 100% return, much higher than that. So that's number one. And number two, because of our low share count, we didn't do any of these low financing prices. Our last financing was done at $1.35 10 years ago on the IPO. We haven't done any real low financing. So the cost base on our shareholder stock is higher, and we haven't done any of these low stock price issues in the bear market. So the other thing is that we don't, all the founders have paid for their stock, prices in the market, and we don't have a lot of people with really cheap stock, and people getting in now are getting in even below the IPO price 10 years ago, and we're on the verge of a major discovery.
Very, very exciting time. So can you give us a little bit more of an update on the drill results? Anything to add?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think the results will speak for themselves. The drill core looks excellent. You never try to guess at grades, obviously, but I think the market's going to be very excited when they see the grades come out. And I'm expecting drill results to come out on the next batch from double 19 in let's say max next 2 weeks before the holidays. So let's let the viewers judge themselves. I think they're going to be happy.
We're excited for those. So what are your thoughts on the current pullback in gold, and where are we heading over the next, let's say, 12 months?
Yeah. So, I mean, we talked about this. I, as an explorer, I care about the long-term gold price because I'm building a resource to put into production, and we don't care about short-term fluctuations. Gold went to took out 2000, came back to, I'll take out the highs and lows to 1800. So, put it in rational, that's only a 10% correction. And even if you take the highs and lows, it's not more than 15%. That's a very healthy correction, and it happened very quickly. People that trade that, it's not easy to trade those small term fluctuations. I would just pick the gold stocks you like and buy at certain levels. And because these pullbacks happen very quickly, and we're in a long-term bull market, I believe, in many years to come. And this is just the start. So you want to pick your favorite gold stocks and buy them now, I think.
Yeah, I agree, and not lose sight of that. The reason why you invested, which should be long term. I mean, just my opinion. But what is the one thing you're most excited about for Xtra-Gold over the next 12 months?
Well, it doesn't get more exciting than this. I mean, we survived an 8-year bear market, buttoned down the hatches. Now we're drilling with 2 rigs aggressively, expanding the resource. 2021 will go on the map as a significant gold discovery. So it doesn't get more exciting than that as an explorer. And once we're done that, I think as the zones open up in all directions, we can show that this is going to be a multi-million ounce discovery, and our shareholders will be rewarded significantly if the bull market continues. So.
Yeah, I think that's amazing, and that's what we've been talking about from the start. So it's been really exciting covering your story so far. So where can investors find out more information about Xtra-Gold?
Yeah, so this is my third update with you, and you did an original piece about the company. I would encourage investors to go back to look at the 4 videos. They're 10 to 15 minutes, very informative, and then they can go to our website. But it gives a good summary over the last 6 months of what we've done and the progress that we've made. And we're only going to accelerate that in 2021, and then go to our website at Xtra-Gold.com for more information.
Well, thank you so much, James. This won't be our last video, so I look forward to more updates and watching, the story unfold. So thank you for coming on.
Yes, thanks for the time to listen to our project, and it's going to be an exciting end of the year and a new year.
Sounds good. We'll see you soon.
Thank you.
Alright guys, that wraps up the video. Thank you so much for watching. Always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell stocks. You heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and to make your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. We'll see you guys in our next video.